Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Real Queen of Fertility 33, and I'm here with another article, and we'll be talking about the Roman soldiers. And this is the download that I got. They are still around. Okay, now if you and your family, you want to tell you about the fake militaries, this the fake military. These are the Roman guys that represent the fake militaries, okay? So if you got a shot, so you see people in the military with that outfit on, that's not the real USA military. That's not the real US military, okay? I'm scared because I see it all the time. Like, that is not the real US military, okay? Those are actually Roman soldiers against their will. And I'm gonna tell you about they be having them in elementaries in the mall and stuff. Those are Roman soldiers, y'all. So let's begin. The Roman army was one of the most successful in the history of the world, and its soldiers were rightly feared for their training, discipline, and stamina. As a result, the army was a major player in Roman politics, and maintaining its loyalty was an essential task for any emperor. The Roman legions. The Roman Empire was created and controlled by its soldiers. Yeah, you watched the last article I did it. If you're a Christian anyway, or you a Roman soldier and you don't sacrifice, they will kill you. So if you sign a contract, you a Roman soldier. You are not a U.S. soldier. The Roman Empire was created and controlled by its soldiers. At the core of the army were its legions, which was without equal in their training, discipline, and fighting abilities. By the time Augustus came to power, the army contained 60 legions. Each of these were divided into 10 cohorts of up to 480 men. The maximum term of service for a soldier during the first century after death were 20 years. And I didn't know that. I told y'all 10 years, but it's actually 20 years. So, who Lord. Okay, so the weapons and armor. Now, AD stand for after death, 94. Before C stand for before Christ, 94, okay? So the 80s, 70s, 60s, okay? Weapons and armor. Each legionaries or males carried a short sword called a gladius. They still do. This was his main weapon. He also carried a plumb, a javelin, a helmet, a armor, shield, and a pack with supplies. Remember that the armor, the army of God, the shield of God, that's them as well. So if you put that on for protection, they gonna snatch you up. Soldiers were rightfully trained to march long distances, fight in precise formations, and killed explosively with all the weapons they carried. The toughest postings for soldiers were those at the frontiers of the Roman Empire, where legionaries never had enough supplies, faced hostile local tribes, and had to endure tedious routines. Right at home, the ones that get summoned to be the one who get drafted into the Roman military. Right at home, at the northern limit of the Roman Empire was Britain. Soldiers and their families found it to be a cold, remote, hostile place with little to do, unless you get ranked up into the good rooms. Like soldiers, ever since, they spent much of their free time writing letters home, asking for news and warm clothing. When they retired, every legionary was entitled to a plot of land to farm. See, that's another thing of slavery. That's another slavery. That's another thing of slavery, of the slave trade. Okay. So when you say you hear your kids saying they going to the military and shit, yeah, they getting actually put in slavery. Soldiers look forward to the generous reward for a lifetime of loyal service. Despite the hardships, many who had been posted to Britain settled there, taking plots of land near remote Roman forts. Mutiny. Rome was not always able to honor the important promise of land. In 14 AD, after death, just after Tiberius had become emperor, a mutiny broke out among legions in Central Europe. Soldiers complained that Rome was not keeping to the spirit of its promises. The promise. The length of service combined with the crowds of military life meant that soldiers developed deep camaraderies and their complaints struck home with other soldiers. The mutiny gained momentum. Some soldiers began showing their scars. Others looted and killed their officers. I got some people that don't rescue, they don't kill their officers, okay? A serious army mutiny spelled potential disaster for any emperor whose power, both at home and abroad, was based on his control of the army. Enter Gamius. Tiberius sent Gamius, his nephew, to deal with this problem before it got even worse. It was a good choice. Gamius was a popular, charismatic general whom the soldiers respected as one of their own. His son Calicul had been born in the army camp and was a mascot to the Roman legions. At first, the arrival of Gamius and his family appeared to be a big mistake. Fearing further violence, he sent his wife and son away. Ashamed, the soldiers begged her to return. The mutiny was all but over. It had taught an important lesson, that the loyalty of the army was essential for the empire to exist, but that loyalty could not be taken for granted. Keeping the army on side. As future emperors would discover, why soldiers were loyal to their emperor. This loyalty was nothing compared to the loyalty felt by many legions to their commanders. Holding the monopoly on force that underpinned empire and emperor, the army was always politically important. A discontented army was a powerful enemy, and a powerful commander was a potential threat. So, hope y'all enjoy the Roman Empire, y'all. I'm here with Get Shy Babies.